It's showtime!
Hello everyone, this is a case study video that will describe the problems reported by a multinational big pharma company, and how we solved them. As usual, thinking outside the box, not be frightened by the customer's described context, and have at our disposal the perfect tool for the job, does make our life very comfortable. Megan and Matt will have the floor to walk you through the details. Enjoy!
Hi, my name is Megan, and together with Matt here, we will pass on to you this fascinating experience of providing to our customer a solution that was what they were looking for, but did not realize it was possible.
Thank you, Megan. The image you see on top of the screen resumes the solution implemented. Does it seem too simple to be worth of this video? Yes, it does, and that is what a good solution should always look like. Too simple to be true.
After having done our magic in the finance department, as well as in the training department, we were called to see whether we could solve a very difficult and complex context in procurement.
This is a multinational company that has a huge medicine factory in Portugal and receives orders both from other companies of the same group, spread out in the world, as well as direct orders from user institutions in Portugal and abroad.
Managing the sales orders was a nightmare. It really was. The procurement manager had about 100 Excel files that he showed to our staff who couldn't believe their eyes. These Excel files were manually or at best semi-automatically updated, so he could have a clue of what was going on.
Indeed, Megan, it was just as you described. The amount of time devoted to that Excel management almost demanded that the job was taken by an immortal. Other than this big issue, there were a number of smaller snags, such as for the same medicine, the product code sent by the SAP order is different from the product code used at manufacture, and this was something we could not change and had to live with.
Another detail that caused a lot of worries was the simple manual change of the estimated delivery date in the ERP. It was necessary to navigate through 16 menus and submenus just to modify this one field. So, let's start at the beginning, and at the beginning SAP sends pure data with the details of the sales order. That data is received and immediately stored in an XML file for future reference.
Yes, Megan, although it is very important to keep the original data, the fact is that having an XML file circulating among the relevant workflow stakeholders is not comfortable for them. This is why all the sales order data that has arrived is used to fill a PDF, so that people can easily view and immediately understand what has been ordered.
Now, one of the problems our customer was having was that every time SAP sent, not a new order, but a modification to an existing one, this modification would show as a new order. It was very confusing and demanding a lot of human intervention.
What our solution provides is an analysis of the details of the data sent and deciding whether it is a new order or a modification of a previous one, which obviously was not yet closed.
After the solution has detected that the arrived data configured a modification to an existing sales order, it was necessary to identify what had been changed, so that humans could be notified and, then, decide whether the modification was to be accepted.
Absolutely. The three parameters that are relevant for analyzing are the requested delivery date, the quantity, and the price. Considering that a sales order has a lot of line items, these parameters have to be analyzed for each of those lines.
When a modification is accepted, the users must have access to the new data, since the existing PDF that is in the system shows the data of the original order.
So that the users can access the most recent data, a new PDF is created, filled in, and then this new PDF is clipped to the previous one. This way, when the sales order is accessed, the different pages show the different versions received sequentially in time. This is good to document the history of this particular order.
Depending on the customer and on the relevancy of the decisions made during the process, emails are automatically sent to the customer.
Naturally, that the decision of sending or not sending the emails is human-based, and specific steps in the workflow make sure this decision is made at the proper time.
Surely the largest advantage of using our solution is to have immediate access to all the information that is necessary to execute each function in the procurement department. The list you see on the screen is an example of some of the information users have access to, without implying any limitation.
The access to the information may also be allowed by notifications sent from our solution, mainly for those who do not have the DokuWare platform always open in front of them. The notifications sent by email solve that issue.
Notifications fit very well with the use of smartphones, Android or iOS, for those whose functions lead them to be on the road most of the time.
Not only those using a smartphone can be notified, but they can also store documents, search documents, and make decisions at any step of the workflow without the need to return to the office.
Last but not the least is the convenience of having a complete synchronization between the ERP and DokuWare. It would not be comfortable for the users to be forced only to use DokuWare, since they were used to go directly to the ERP, despite the huge manual effort and time consumed. Having this in mind, it was agreed with the customer to allow the users to enter data and/or modifications either on DokuWare or the ERP.
Once any parameter is changed in the ERP directly, it is necessary that the process stakeholders get that information. To accomplish this, our solution automatically generates a new PDF with the new data and clips it to the relevant sales order PDF already existing. Same thing happens for any change on the DokuWare side, which is fed also automatically to the ERP.
We have done it! What a satisfaction! What a project!
We can't say it was this easy, because this was a complex solution to be implemented, but once in place we can say, it is this easy to use. Are you between a rock and a hard place managing your administrative processes? Give us a call.